Hey, it's Alex. You're busy, I'm busy. I'm not gonna waste your time. Let's meal prep. All right guys, so this is gonna make 24 meals, and each meal is gonna consist of 5 ounces of chicken, 5 ounces of broccoli, 2 ounces of quinoa, and 1 whole egg. That's it. For me, I'm eating 2,200 calories a day. I'm cutting right now, so that's perfect for me. I recommend checking your basal metabolic rate to see where you're at and fluctuating from that depending on what you're trying to do. So this is for me. I'm 6'2", 190 pounds, and I'm trying to cut, and I'm 22. The 2,200 calories per day are broken up into these 4 meals, which I'm making. Another meal of 2/3 of a cup of oatmeal, which is actually pretty big, and I put Mio in there to give it a little bit of flavor. 1 whole protein shake, and then an additional 1 pint of ice cream. I'll show you that later. Step 1, buy Tupperware. A lot of it. Step 2, that was loud. Step 2, buy oven pans. Doesn't matter how deep they are, I just get like 1 inch deep so that the juice doesn't go all over the oven. 1 inch, 2 inch, does not matter. Now you turn the oven on, 375. Now you gotta work on getting the chicken in the oven. So spray it with Pam, olive oil. This is purely olive oil Pam. You can use any spray, just so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Then you put your chicken on there. Alright, so I took the chicken all out of the packaging and I put it on here. I use my hand to take off some of the fat. You kind of want some of the fat on there because it's going to give it some flavor, so don't cut every little piece of fat off. But anything you can pull off with your hands, that's what I always do. Now I'm gonna season it. I picked up this seasoning in Fort Collins when I was celebrating my cousin's birthday from a place called Savory Spice. It's called Summit County Seasoning. It's pretty awesome. The oven just beeped, so we're gonna throw these in. We're gonna move on to broccoli. All right, broccoli time. Pretty easy. These bags are what? 2 pounds. I just throw them all in the pan. Kind of have to cook it in stages. All right. Now you fill it with water. Some people do boiling first. I just bring it to a boil, and as soon as it's to a boil, it's done. Broccoli is not that hard to cook. Done. That's ready. That's going. We'll cook the other 2 in a little bit. Send them over here. Next step, eggs. For these meals, you're going to be using 24 eggs. So I always cook 25 because you got to have that one to like taste it, see if it's good, you know. And also because you're hungry after looking at this food the whole time. Okay, so I got 12 eggs in the pan. Now this is my mom's trick. Never sure if it's worked or not, but every time I don't do this, I have a terrible time peeling eggs. She always swears by salting the water first. It's supposed to make the eggs easier to peel. And now the eggs are ready. So now we wait on all 3 of those and we move on to the quinoa. I just thought I'd show you what I use and what I'm using. This is Simple Truth Organic Quinoa. Not sponsored by them, I just grabbed it because it's convenient. It is a pound and makes about 24 meals. This is what I got for broccoli. It is just the Kroger brand broccoli florets. Broccoli cuts, and it's 2 pounds, and I cook 4 of these, so I actually cook 8 pounds of broccoli, and it makes about 28 to 30 meals. The last final ingredient is quinoa. So I'm just gonna pour the whole bag in there. A lot of people measure it out. If you haven't cooked quinoa before, I recommend that. I like to eye it out because I cook it so often that I can just visually see how much water I need in there. And you cook this until it starts to boil, and then you turn it on a simmer for like 20 minutes and it's good. All right, for the final step, the most important part, a food scale. Now, I think I got this for $7 on Amazon. I'm sure you can find them for like $12. Go to Target, somewhere, it doesn't matter. You just need a food scale that measures in ounces. 5 ounces of broccoli is actually more than you think it would be. This is how much 5 ounces is. That's 4, 5 ounces. So that's actually quite a bit of food. All right, guys, the quinoa and the rest of the broccoli just got done, so we're gonna go ahead and put both of those into the meals. 2 ounces. Done. So the chicken just got done. Looks pretty damn good. Tastes pretty damn good. I like to cut it up into small pieces like this because it tastes better when you're warming up your meals for the rest of the week. So the first thing I do is I get the chicken and I cut it widthwise. And then I go down here and I cut it lengthwise after I've already cut it widthwise. So after you cut it and put it in there, this is what it's gonna look like. Now all you have to do, add an egg and you're good to go. Now I actually personally like this more because I know exactly what I'm gonna eat every meal. Some people like to cook eggs in the morning or whatever else. I like just having the exact same thing. I know, like 1 + 2 = 3. I know what I'm going to eat every time. It makes cleanup a lot easier. It makes prepping a lot easier. And this can all be done in an hour and you have a week's worth of meals. So there you have it, guys. Here's the meals. There are 26 actually meals that I made. Usually it makes about 24. This one is just more so quinoa, so I did a little bit too much quinoa. And I have one just for eggs. Now I'm gonna freeze about 6 of these meals, and I'm just gonna throw them in the freezer without the egg. They're good to freeze. The chicken, the quinoa, and the broccoli is fine to freeze. The egg kind of gets weird when it unthaws. It kind of gets like layered, like an onion. It's really gross, so don't freeze the egg if you're gonna do these. But these are really great. You can freeze them whenever. It still kind of stays really good still. You can add whatever sauce you want. I mean, if you're adding a bunch of ranch, it kind of defeats the purpose. But you know, if you add Greek yogurt sauce or something that isn't so calorically dense, it might be a better option. So this is gonna be about a week's worth of meals. Sometimes I will go out to eat or not be perfect on this. Usually 1 day a week I will not eat any of these meals and eat kind of whatever within means. So if you guys wanna give this a try, let me know. If you guys want something else in the video, I can do that as well. So here's the ice cream that I eat. And as you can see, these are all between 240 and 320 calories. Now, conveniently enough, my favorite flavor is only 240 calories, so I eat one every day. So for me, knowing that I have a whole pint of ice cream to eat throughout the entire day or save for the night helps me stay accountable and stay committed to this diet. Sometimes maybe after my second meal, I'll have a few scoops of ice cream, maybe even half the thing, but I will always save it for the end of the night, and I always have something to look forward to. So it's kind of a nice little incentive to stay clean and stay eating this. So there you have it, guys. A week's worth of meals in under an hour. Cleanup will take probably 15 to 20 minutes. And you have meals for the entire week, which is a pretty good thing. Now you could throw some in the freezer and make it extend a little bit longer if you have some dinners or some luncheons or whatever you have to go to. But try to stay committed to this and do it for a week and let me know. If you have any diet questions or any comments at all, send them down below and be sure to let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you. Isn't that too cheesy when people say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They know. If they like it, they can like it.